to meet students or anything. To meet students or anything, you can feel free to let me know, and I'll be happy to drop by. It does not take a long time for me to get here, and so that's not going to be a problem. This is the University of Guelph in a nutshell. I am not sure if the audio will work or not, but uh, audio is just for the effects. You can understand what the university is about from this video. So it's a short under a minute video. I'll just play it. So that's 12. Basically, that's the kind of ranking we have, that's the kind of program we offer. Uh, Two things we are known for, two things I want you to remember. There are so many other things which you may not remember, and that's fine. I understand you handle a lot of different destinations and different universities, but when you hear co op, always remember 12. We have the bestest co-op program in Canada, one of the most popular co-op programs in Canada. And the other thing the university is known for is the community, is the environment. This is something that most of the times I am not able to transmit that emotion because it's just a vibe of the university. It's a very collaborative environment. It's not one of those universities wherein everyone is competitive, etc. Here, everybody helps everyone. Every professor will help a student. Every senior will help a student. So it has a very collaborative environment rather than a competitive environment. This is something which you will not even think to be, and I understand when you meet students or when students ask any questions, it's always about ranking, location, etc., etc. But when they are on campus, what actually matters is how is the environment of the university, whether they can thrive at that university or not. And Guelph is the perfect example of that environment. So we are very popular with something that we are very happy is our rankings in terms of student experience. Taking you back through what University of Guelph is about. So we are, so our history, our DNA, the way we are born was from three majors or three programs, you can say. One is veterinary, the other is agriculture, and third one is life sciences. That's the discipline. We have been founded like since 200 years. So we are a 200-year almost base of the institutions. We are founded in 1964 as the University of Guelph, but हमारा veterinary college, हमारा agricultural college, and McDonald Institute are more than 150 to 200 years old. And that's why if you see or if you remember all of these rankings, हम सबसे ज़्यादा ranked we are in veterinary, we are in agriculture, and we are in life sciences. That's our most ranked programs. These are the campuses that we have. So we have the main campus, we have Guelph Humber campus, and we have the Richtown campuses. Well, Richtown is where you get a lot of agricultural programs. Guelph Humber is a smaller campus with 5,000 students and like five programs. Main campus is where you get maximum of the programs and everything. We have 36,000 students on campus, 27,000 are undergraduate students, and 1,800 are international students. I will just skim through all of these things. As I said, campus food, community, student clubs, that's the essence of the university. It's very friendly, very vibey, and very popular that way. We are known for the research program, so we get the maximum research funding. We are a research intensive university, so we have a lot of all the departments rather have research opportunities, and your research opportunities can start from year one as well. So any student interested into research area, they can start from their first year. That's our ranking. So number one for the research dollar, top 150 in the world for life sciences, top 10 comprehensive university, number one for agricultural sciences, number one for veterinary sciences, top 10 in Canada for the reputation of the institution, number one for food science technology. So if you see, we are highly ranked in terms of veterinary, agricultural, and life sciences. So not even only in Canada, but these are the global rankings as well. So we are top four, top six in the world in veterinary, top 14 in food science, QS ranking. So it's just not country specific ranking, but we are highly ranked globally as well. Guelph is just 1 hour away from Toronto. It's a proper like 50 to 55 minutes ride from the airport towards the southwest. So it's very accessible that way. The city has a lot of its own advantage. A lot of people will always come up to you asking about Mississauga or Brampton or Toronto for that matter. Guelph is very closer to the city, but as in a city, they have a lot of advantage. That is, they're the top three safest city in Canada. Safety is never going to be an issue when it comes to Guelph, one of the least unemployment cities in Ontario. That means a lot of job opportunities in the city. It's just 30 minutes away from Waterloo. Waterloo is known as the Silicon Valley of Canada. You have a lot of opportunities there. You have a lot of opportunities in Guelph itself. Toronto is just an hour. So you have that geographical advantage, as in where the city is located. And 23.8% of Guelph's populations are immigrants. So you will have a lot of students, a lot of people, and a lot of ethnicity from Asia, Middle East, Africa, Latin America. A lot of students from across the world are living in Guelph. These are the academies that we have. So we have College of Arts, Biological Sciences, Land School of Business, Engineering, Social Sciences, Computational, Mathematical and Physical Sciences, Veterinary College, etc. 16 undergraduate programs with, so every degree has different majors. So we have over 100 plus majors, but these are the degrees that we offer. We have everything for everyone except human medicine. So we don't teach human medicines, but apart from that, you want psychology, you want political sciences, you want international affairs, you have business programs, management, economics and finance, marketing, neuroscience. So you name it, you have it. And these are some of our very popular courses that the students go for. Engineering is very popular. Computer science is very popular. So, and then of course, arts is very picking up right now. A lot of students are applying for these international development studies, which is a role wherein you can get into, diplomats and international relations, etc. So it excites many of the students. This is the piece that I was talking about. This is our co-op. This is our experiential learning. We have 4,000 plus active employers in more than 30 countries for our co-op programs. That's the essence of the university. That's the beauty of the institution. Is our co-op program. So co-op में क्या होता है? I'll show you a sample on the screen. Your first year is your academy. That means you will start in fall 26. You will work for 4 months, then winter again for. So your first academic is going to be your academic year. आप start करोगे, you will have your lectures. You will have, relax and chill time. Second year onwards, there is a subject called as Co-op 1100. Co-op 1100 may you will first start, so we will kind of assist you, mentor you, help you in how to apply for the job. So it will start from the basic applying, how to update resumes, how to add skills to your resume, your cover letter, etc., etc. We will try to handhold you as much as we can, but it's a two-way effort. By the end of the second year, you will have your first co-op term, which is a continuous of 8 months. So up 8 months, you will be working full time. 8 months paid work experience before you again come back to campus, and then again you will go back to co-op. So every co-op is of 4 months. Once you go back again for your co-op, come back to the campus, and again 8 months. So that's how it's going to be 20 months, and it's a 20 months of paid work experience. That means you will be working full time, no academics, no quiz, nothing during this time, and that's how you will graduate in the fifth year. You will be paying the tuition fees for 4 years, so you don't have to pay for all 5 years. Um, Moving on to student lives and all, it's gonna be the same. The tuition fees right now is ranging from $44,000 to $63,000 depending on the program. So your engineering is $60,000 per year. Your commerce is $54,000. Computing is $55,000, like that. And then you have your health insurance and all of those things. So that is what you can consider per academic year. I'll not talk about scholarships right now, but you will have really good scholarships. We are scholarships for next year. So it does not, I mean, you will have it's not going to be right now, so I will send you the updated scholarships list as well. Quickly taking you to graduate studies. See, academics undergrad में कैसे होता है ना, you have a lot of room for some flexibility. uh, in the sense you might get a decision sooner if requested. You can apply without IELTS, and you can still get an offer letter and all of those things. But with graduate is very standard. Graduate is very, like, to the website. Any course based masters you can do. We need 16 years of education. We prefer 16 years of education. However, if the student is has studied 15 years or 3 years of bachelor's, then they might be eligible, considering that they are from NAC accredited institution, and mostly for the business program, not for other programs. Not preferred for other programs, basically. So यहाँ पे everything is on case to case basis. There is no one definite answer. I cannot pre-assess a profile. I cannot tell you कि इसको apply करो या you will get an offer letter, etc. Whatever is written on the website, the faculty follows that, because graduate is a two-step assessment. The admissions assess, the department assess, and then the faculty also assesses. So it's a course based, like, we have n number of course based programs which is given onto the screen. So from engineering to MPhil is a very popular program in Gujarat, Food, Agriculture and Resource Economics. We get a lot of query and interest for that program. You have MBA, you have bioinformatics, you have financial economics, you have biotechnology. Like that, you have a lot of course-based masters that you can apply for with a very strong profiling. That is the only thing that I can suggest. Masters of Cybersecurity, a 12 months program. We have internships and applied projects in the program. You have biotechnology, again a 12 months course-based masters. Ran second in Canada, very popular. Not many university has biotech as a program. As you know, 12 is one of the best agricultural universities. So plant agriculture is what we have. We have sustainable agriculture as well, supply chain management, engineering. Overall admissions, we need 70-75%. Does not guarantee if you have 70-75%. We see the last 2 years of your academics. So that's that. You cannot expect any scholarships as such, but the tuition fees is pretty affordable in comparison. Most of the programs are between 12 months to 16 months. Some programs are 8 months, some programs are 12 months, some programs are 24 months, some would be 16 months. So it entirely depends on the program that you are applying for. It is via OUAC directly from the website. You will get a consent form that you have to submit. So that is like a quick snippet of how Guelph and the program looks like. If you have any questions, you can ask. Now, September is almost closed. There is masters is closed. Undergraduate is on case-to-case basis. If the student is like ready with everything, and if you want to apply, you can always let me know. We are giving application fee waiver for undergraduate right now. Jan is a very small intake for us in terms of undergraduate. For masters at University of Guelph, you don't require a PAL, so you can like feel free to submit as many applications, like as many, this thing. However, master's decision takes time. It can take 8 weeks, 12 weeks, 10 weeks. There is no proper a timeline for it. However, always try and apply early in the cycle. We have engineering and cybersecurity in Jan. If any of your students are from tech background and they want to apply for it, you can go ahead with that. We are trying to make trying to build a cheat sheet wherein you can see which program is available for what. However, you can get in touch with me and I can help you with that as well. It's just that even if you want to discuss a case, it's going to be more of a discussion. I cannot tell you that the student will get an offer letter or not for master's program, considering the kind of admission requirement is there, and the assessment is way different than how we do undergraduate. So yes. Any specific questions? Do you have anything you have in mind? Feel free to unmute yourself or put it in the chat box. Happy to answer.
Hi. So I have a question regarding. I saw that you have public health as well. So some of the university have now cancelled public health. So I just want to make sure that you still do offer
We
public.
do offer public health, but public health is very competitive. They usually see the medicine background students. Okay, very less seats. I don't even know how many seats are there, but I think last intake they had less than 10 seats for international students. So, uh,
Okay.
even if you apply, you might not get an offer letter. It depends. So it's one of the very competitive program. Even if you see onto the website, they usually prefer someone with a medicine degree from veterinary or any of those backgrounds. So it gets super competitive for the student. So same goes for psychotherapy. Last year they had like two seats available for international students. So it does not make sense. I would say does not make sense to apply for these programs, but there are programs into uh, engineering, cybersecurity, data science, MBA, even biotechnology, bioinformatics. I think these are some of the programs wherein I have seen offer letter being released.
And
So yeah,
by any chance, have you seen offers like, let's say, I have a B Farm degree, but my percentage is around 6.8 CGPA? No, right?
chances are very less. Even though most of the programs we have written on the website are 70-75%. One good thing is they see your last 2 years
Okay.
marks. So if you have scored like good or 75% in the last 2 years, you are eligible.
Okay.
Realistically, when we have asked them that realistically, what do you accept? Then they said 85% is where the maximum of the students has gotten the admission, because as you know, it's masters. It is going to be competitive. However, last you those are me usually students scores well than the overall, so maybe the chances improves. I have seen even 7.5 getting an admission into data science, and 9 CGPI gets rejected. So it's a very holistic application. Your extracurriculars, your LOR, your SOP, your all of these counts, and has a high weight, especially the SOP. They really assesses and checks your statement of purpose. So yeah.
So that means we shouldn't use AI a lot in those SOP, right?
uh, Nobody will encourage that. They will have their ways in assessing it, but they just want to know how the student is doing and thinking. Everybody uses AI, and it is a very controversial topic in terms of admissions. However, the student should be smart enough to know and to showcase what he has done. So yeah.
Got it. Thank you so much.
Ma'am, like you asked about the profile. Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am. You are audible.
It's a Bachelor of Electrical Engineering and CGPA Electrical and Electronics Engineering and CGPA is 7.49. IELTS score
Okay.
is 7 band.
What program is he interested?
Like if it is electrical and computer engineering, both is also fine.
We don't have ECE program. We have computer engineering, and for computer engineering, we need someone from the same background
Same background.
usually. So
Any
that
program for this?
he can check project management. Maybe he can. No, because what will happen here is he would have to when he applies on. Just a second, I'll share my screen and show it to you. And this is what when I meant that I will not be able to pre-assess, because if you see under the program requirements, they have mentioned 4 credits from engineering core professional electives. He has to study a couple of subjects which we need, so some of these are like mandate subject that the student has. So he has to, cross verify and cross check if he is meeting the requirement on what subject he has studied, and then can apply, because the application fees is 125 to $150 depending on the program, and this is non-refundable application fee, so we cannot really predict if he will get accepted or not. One of the student who has studied IT, like bachelor's of information technology, was being rejected for data science program considering he didn't have enough credits for computer sciences. So it is very faculty specific assessment. Cannot really, you and I both will not be able to answer that. It depends on the student if he is willing to take a chance and apply and spend that kind of application fees. So yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Sure.
Any other questions? We don't have renewable or power system or smart grid. The kind of masters we have in engineering is going to be a water resource engineering, maybe a little relevant. Most of the civil engineering student has opted for water resource, very small cohort. I think they have like less than 10-20 students at times. That's how niche the program is any which ways. But renewable and power grid and all, we don't have. You can maybe check if water resource engineering is, if he's interested into that program, check the requirement, subject specific requirement onto the website, and maybe can apply for it. The engineering programs are available in Jan and Take. So yeah, I hope I answered your question, Mohita. Anyone else?
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. As you said that you accept 16 years of education for a master's. Suppose a student has done his BCom from a NAC accredited university like NAC A, but it's a 3 years degree, like it's 12 plus 3, right?
We
So,
have been told that we will accept.
yeah.
That's what we have been told. However, depends on case to case basis, honestly. Can try, because if it is NAC A for business program, MBA maybe yes, but it won't be applicable for technical degrees like computer science and all. But for business degree, you can take a chance.
And I would like to ask one more question. What is the application fee for master's program for graduates?
It is $125 for most of the program, but anything into business is going to be 150. Like whatever program that comes under Land School of Business, that's a business school, it will be $150.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else has any questions? I can drop my email address in the chat box. If you have anything, feel free to get in touch. I think that's all. Just a minute.
ओके सो टीम किसी और को कोई क्वेश्चन है हो गया इनका सो विल वाइंड ओके थैंक यू